Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Coming to you live from Highmark Stadium just outside of Buffalo in Orchard Park, New York. Today, a fun matchup in store. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the Buffalo Bills. Spencer Schrader is going to have the honor of getting us started. And we're off and running from Western New York. Ty Johnson now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. And leading them out, a former first-round pick. He's an expert, Brock, in overcoming adversity to take at NFL fields. Here's Teddy Bridgewater.
Don't think for a second, Kate, he hasn't heard the noise. Read the comments from the keyboard warriors who say they just want somebody else leading this team. But let me let you in on a little secret. Those criticisms, they can fuel quarterbacks. Make that chip on the shoulder even bigger to prove people wrong and to show I really do belong in this league.
That's a nice, quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
First, you try to run it. Second, you try to throw it, and both times you end up behind your own line of scrimmage. Break out the coffee along the sideline. Get everybody a dose of caffeine because one side came to play and the other better wake up.
This is a tough spot to be in. It's third and very long. Here he goes, third and long. Connecting on the slant. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Ryan Stonehouse sent out to punt it away. Back deep for the Colts is Anthony Gould. Ooh, snap came in slow, but he got it away. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. So now the Colts getting their first opportunity on offense in this game. And they're brought out by the 6th overall pick in 2019. One of the highest drafted Blue Devils ever, Daniel Jones.
Jones has had a tumultuous career. That's with a capital T, by the way, that continues to have some ups and downs. Maybe part of that's playing under the bright lights in the big city of New York. But he's had some tough outings. He's had some brilliant outings. He's had some ups. He's had some downs. But he did take a team to the playoffs, and he's got to use that experience, build off of that confidence to do it again.
Looks like they're going to happily turn this one down and let the play stand. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Jones. His first throw is an interception. Trent McDuffie in to pick it off. And the Bills get it back in touchback territory. They're going to be at the 20. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. The caliber defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Back to the well again. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Bills have a first down.
Defense was clearly focused on taking away the pass in that RPO scheme offensively. Feels so good when you get the job done and you get a chunk run on RPO. That's setting you up for some success.
Here's Bridgewater to the air. Dump off caught by his back. Keeps away from one. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. Well, you love when you can go from first down to first down, Brock. It makes things easy for an offense, and it is the primary reason that he gets looks that he does.
Every touch he gets has a solid chance of working out just like that. And it's why many of these first quarter looks have his name all over them.
Throwing is Bridgewater. This one's quickly to Shakir. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
You know, kid, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
5 still to go here. This is second down. Bridgewater. He's stepping up and takes off with this one.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. Down the left sideline he goes. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal. Touchdown! The Bills parlay the interception into points. Wow, you love to see it. Some tough running kept him moving there and gave him a chance to reach the end zone.
There's a few things that separate the good running backs from the great running backs, and it was on display right there. Your ability to shed tackles and run through contact. Sometimes that's the difference, and that's what translates to touchdowns.
Greg Zuerlein for the point after try. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bills will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Ashton Doolin now to return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Indianapolis offense headed out for their second drive of the game. And they got off on the wrong foot here with that opening drive interception that led to points the other way.
And what this defense has shown is they are going to capitalize on your mistakes, and not just a little, but by a lot. So from here on out, you better play some mistake-free football because this defense is hunting for more.
It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
One like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
From the 4-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Working from the gun, here's Jones. That one finds Josh Downs. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Jones going to do it himself. On the move, past the 40. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. So we're through one. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Colts have the football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. On the counter, it's Taylor. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. Man, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you could do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? Third and long for him here. That's the line. He's going to run for it. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied. They responded, and they forced a 4th down.
So the field goal team stays sidelined. They're going to go for this. Ooh, maybe some nerves there. He moved early on 4th down. Now we're going to see if this affects their choice to go for it. One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Johnson with a return here. This makes it up to the 25. The Bills back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Now we're on the counter. Big gain has them across the 40. And he gets it forward to the 43-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
One of the tight ends in motion left. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Empty backfield now. Running back motions out left. Completed over the middle. And he's not going to get the first. He made it real close, though, didn't he, Bronk? It's a gain of 5. 3rd down coming up. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. The handoff on 3rd and short. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
I love that call on 3rd down because it just gives you options. The best 3rd down teams are teams that do just that. Right? They give you options. You don't let the defense dictate to you. You look at what they're giving you, and you take advantage of it.
Throwing to the back of the end zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit, Kate. You get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, you got to find a way to win.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Throwing off the play fake. That's Kincaid with a catch out left. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
3rd down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. Here's Bridgewater. Dumps it off to his running back. And they are on him short of that 1st down. They responded quickly to that throw. That brings up 4th down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line. You feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Ryan Stonehouse back out there again to punt it away. And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20. Now the Indianapolis offense heading out. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4. Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Highmark Stadium in just a moment. 4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. Dumps this underneath to Taylor. And he's going to be just 1 step away from that 1st down. They haul him down near the 31.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all. They try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Colts going to kick this away now on 4th, and it's Rigoberto Sanchez on for the punt. Fair catch made a little beyond the 20-yard line. The Bills and this running back headed back out for a new series. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Bridgewater now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And after 1 play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
You're not going to see it in the box score, Kate, at the end of the game, but that was some high-quality zone coverage right there. Great design, tremendous communication, everybody trusting one another, and it allowed them to just collapse that pocket and finally get home.
To throw, here's Bridgewater. Catch made right side by Coleman. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you could find a completion just like that.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Bridgewater looking to throw. He's going to keep it this time. And he's going to slide down here. Picked up close to 5 before the slide. It's going to be second down.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield. Get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
Bridgewater to throw it. That's brought in downfield by Kincaid. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. That goes for 32 yards. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
First and 10, looking to throw. Finds the football outside. And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down gain of right around 3 yards.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw it with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Looking to throw here. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. So Buffalo's going to call it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
For how well they were moving the ball on this possession, surprising. Surprising to see them get caught up now. And even more surprising, Kate, to see them knocked so far backwards with a sack. At this point, well, you got to get back on schedule. Maybe even a manageable fourth down if you don't get the first.
To the air on third and long. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. Lucky that didn't end as an interception. So that brings up fourth and long.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Zerline puts it through. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
We know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile until they get that W with 60 minutes over, but I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. You work those situations to pay them off with points. They did just that.
And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback. One final shot before the half. Lofts it deep right side. That's complete inside the 35. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks for that update, Scotch. Welcome back, everyone, for the third quarter. Got a one-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Doolin. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Indianapolis getting its offense out there to start off this second half. And they take over down 10-3 following that score. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10. Starting the third with Taylor. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Left side pulled in by Pittman. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
That's really good instinct by the eyes up in the sky. The play caller seeing space on the perimeter, a well-timed screen, and a positive gain out of it.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Throwing here, Jones. That one nabbed by Warren. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll be 1st down Colts.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
1st and 10 now. Here's Jones. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation. It just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these, really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Again, Jones to the air. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
Jones now on 3rd down. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Mika Fitzpatrick has got it. And the Bills will have it shy of their own 30 after that tackle.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Now we've got the Bills offense headed back to the field. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. A give now from the gun. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Well, right side, and Shakir has it. And this is taken ahead to the 37. Brought to the ground by Cameron Bynum. Third and a lone yard coming up. Setting him on the dive. Oh, he lost the football. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down. They're out now, ready to punt it. Ryan Stonehouse will kick it away. And the fair catch made here at the 15. The Colts ready to take the field. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. Indianapolis bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Taylor. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Run loss of a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Taylor again. And that's good for a few. It brings up 3rd down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get games like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Bills going nickel, third down. They'll air it out on third. He's got it, complete to Downs. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Jones on first down. Completed to his running back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
Quick pass here into the hands of Pittman. He's going to be held up after gaining 2, so a little shy of that marker. Third down coming up. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Jones running sneak. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Again, Jones keeping it. And they make the stop after giving up 6 yards. Good run on first. It's second down.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss is really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Looking from the gun. Here's Jones. Short pass brought in. And he's not far from that first down marker, is he, partner? Up to the 47. Third down coming up. Well, the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless third quarter for us. It's the Colts ball. They're down on the scoreboard, but things not out of hand yet. He's going to be play number 9 of this drive, and we could see a 10th if they can get a yard here on third down. Taylor trying to run for this first. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. Fourth down coming up.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
The Colts ready for the punt. Rigoberto Sanchez will kick it away. Oh, slow snap there. And it's blocked. Ball's gathered up inside the 35.
There was some vulnerability right up the middle, a punter's nightmare, and that's exactly where they attacked. Pressure got through, got a straight shot at the punter, who couldn't get it off in time.
Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Bridgewater. We've got a screen to the running back. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. They'll bring a tight end in motion right. There's a dive up the middle. And he's going to be bottled up just a few yards into that 2nd down run. Colts in the nickel set on third. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. He's going to run for it. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And the Bills have a first down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
Now a give on the counter. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
This goal is pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. This time it's a passing play. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
3rd down here. Need 8 on the play. He's back to throw. This is brought in by Coleman. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort would...
And he gets in. Touchdown! The Bills go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Zerline on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills double their lead to 14. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Doolin. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Indianapolis offense ready to take another swing at it. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. On 1st down, it's Jones to throw. He'll step up, and there he goes. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Pete, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the net's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field. Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play. 3rd down, Jones to throw. He's going to loft one deep to the left. That's grabbed inside the 30. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
On 1st down, Jones. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. To the air once more. Here's Jones. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, that type of play is so doggone impressive, not just because it saves a touchdown. He had timed that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or letting him establish possession for the score.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Jones gonna throw again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that's really one of the only things this offense couldn't afford to see happen, Brock. It's 4th and long. They're gonna go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Desperation time here on 4th. Finds him over the middle. And they are sent off the field. They had to go for it. Defense knew it was coming. That's a turnover on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
The Bills' offense all set for their next drive. And they should just be able to kneel out what time remains. There's 3 timeouts defensively still available, but using them is not going to alter this outcome. They'll run here on 1st down. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. Now whistles and a timeout taken quickly by the defense. 1:50 left to go.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Second down now, 7 to go. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Looking to his running back, incomplete. That play's going to bring up 3rd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. He's making a bid for it. And he has the Bills the 1st down. And that Brock should clinch them this win. Timeout Indianapolis. That's its 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. First down from the 42. They're going to pass it here. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. The Colts take a timeout. That's their last one. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Y'all gotta pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. We might as well power.
Shakir in motion right. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Third and just 2 to go. Third play straight ahead. And they're turned away on 3rd and short. Actually might have lost a yard. That's going to bring up 4th down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Colts file out into formation. Here comes 1st and 10. Jones now to throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And their final effort is going to hit the ground incomplete, but no reason not to throw it long there, as this game is over. So the roar of Bills Mafia, it's a win for their guys in Buffalo. See this in every sport, Brock. You come in as a big favorite. You want to make a statement, right? Get a convincing victory, and they were able to achieve that one here.
Yeah, especially at home. It just means a little bit more when you protect your own turf in any sport, but especially in the NFL, where you get, what, about 8 or 9 of these, maybe more if you get home playoff games. Playing this way, they set themselves up for future playoff opportunities.
With Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bills, as we say so long from Buffalo.